Now, I might piss off a lot of people. This might be very controversial, but there are two situations. One situation is currently those who have landed currently on work permit. They still need the 12 month of work experience in tier 0, 1, 2, 3. And I worked in knock B job for 12 months while learning French at the same time. So I did that. Okay. Should I leave my job to pursue French full-time for permanent residency? This is one of the most important questions that immigrants have in their mind to be able to properly focus on French. My name is Vyom Sharma and I am someone who cleared TEF Canada exam in 12 months, and on my YouTube channel I share all my resources, tips and techniques on how you can do the same, get CLB 7 and get your permanent residency quicker. One of the very common questions that I receive is, I've been working full time and it's been 1 year. Should I leave my full time job and proper place where they are working to pursue French full time? See, now I understand where your concern comes from is the stability that you have right now working in your job. But on one hand, you really have to understand what is your case profile. If you already have work experience in India, then you don't really need a job experience in Canada to be able to put your profile in Express Entry. I'm not going to talk about those cases today because those cases are already eligible, okay? But I'm going to talk about the cases who still need Canadian work experience, okay? And there are two situations. One situation is currently those who have landed currently on work permit. They still need the 12 month of work experience in tier 0, 1, 2, 3 to be eligible for Express Entry. And there is this other group who have already got their 1 year of work experience and they still want to learn French to be able to get high score in their profile for permanent residency. Now, if you are someone in the first case, you definitely have to complete the 1 year work experience. There is no other option because you still need 1 year of work experience in any of the categories in Canada. I did the same when I was on my work permit. After 6 months, I got my field job. That was knock B job, and I worked in knock B job for 12 months while learning French at the same time. So I did that. Okay. Obviously, for you will still have to do that. You will have to give as much time as possible into learning French, apart from your 35 to 37 and a half hours per week that you're giving to work. But now the second case, those who have already got 1 year of work experience. Now, for you, this is the time which is very crucial for you on work permit. Why? Because for sure you have got 1 year of work experience. Now your main concern is to learn French as quickly as possible to be able to prepare for the exam. Now, I might piss off a lot of people. This might be very controversial, but I do recommend personally to leave your job to be able to do this. For sure, for that, you do need a run rate of at least 10 to 12 months to be able to fully sit at home full time and just learn French only. But I'll be honest with you, I have 2-3 students who have currently given their exams and got good score, and they did the same. One of my students, he started learning French full time in December. Today it's 3rd September, but he has his exam booked on 11th September. So that's the thing. If you plan to quit your job to study French full time, you will even be able to make that process earlier than you could have if you would be working full time, because obviously you do need a proper mental focus for 5 to 6 hours to be able to do it in 6, 7 or 8 months. What you can still do is you can work part-time so that you are able to earn your living, but you can focus full-time into learning French. That is an option which is still viable. And let's take the case, or let's take the scenario in which you have been studying for 10 months or 11 months, but you are still not able to clear the exam and your work permit is about to expire. See, even when we talk about the worst case, that's not really worse, because even though your work permit is expiring in 1 or 2 months and you still have French exam to give, you can still apply your visitor visa around the end of your work permit so that you are able to still stay in Canada and keep on preparing French. It's not like it will take 2 years or 3 years to be able to prepare for French. Eventually it is going to happen. It's just a matter of having that a little bit more extra time to be able to have staying in Canada so that you can clear your exam. One of my students is already doing it, so that's what I recommend. If I would be in your shoes and if my work permit is expiring very, very soon, I will definitely leave my job to fully focus on French, or I would go part-time, because for sure work is important for career, but if you don't have PR, what is the point of having that work? Okay, so that is why it's very important that you fully dial into French if your work experience is already there. If not, keep on learning French while completing your 1 year work experience, and then focus on quitting the work once you are ready. And if you want to learn French specifically for TEF TCF Canada, you can reach out to me so that I can train you specifically and give you all my guidance, and I'll see you in the next video.